Hey everybody, today we're going to look at installing a split air conditioning system. Now I live in Florida and it's August, so it's pretty warm, and I wanted to cool my garage off so I could work in it. So I went on Amazon and bought this Senville LETO unit that we're going to put in today. This is the outside unit for the air conditioner, and this is my garage, and it's kind of messy, but the other part of the Senville, that the inside part is in this box here I just opened up. We've got some of the other components, chase and so forth. And what I decided to do was to put this in an outside wall and take out a couple shelves that I was using previously, really wasn't using, against that outside wall to place the unit. Now it's important when you do this to know where you're coming through at, make sure there's no power lines. And in my case, I'm going to be coming through, this is the back of the house, kind of close to the central air conditioning for the house, but to make sure that there's no electrical lines or anything that I'm going to punch through when I come through the wall. And then there'll be some stuff run down the wall here to the outside unit. So that's what we're going to do today. This is a 220 powered unit. It's more efficient than the 110, I think. And in my garage, like in a lot of them, I've got my power. So we'll be putting in the circuit today. And then it's really just a short run over to the air conditioner where it's going to be at. So we'll see you soon. So this 2.5 inch coring tool is how we're going to be going through the wall. We're going to use a heavy drill to push that. Probably not going to use a battery powered one. And then we've got our circuit stuff ready. So we've got a 20 amp breaker. This is a 220 circuit. We'll be just mounting this service box off of the existing one. We'll show you some of the other tools as we go along. So this is the plate that we'll be mounting to the wall on the inside that the unit will hang on. So after we drill our hole and size everything up, we'll be attaching this to the wall to hang that unit on. Okay, so we just mounted the bracket to the wall. Now we had to do some measurement to make sure where the discharge hole was in relation to the bracket. The bracket has to be level, and then the discharge hole is about 5 inches over and 2 inches up from the spot on the bracket. So that's the most important part, I think, is just getting it oriented correctly. We held it up in place there, and it looks like it's going to be okay. So after a little adjusting of the hole, we were able to get the inside unit mounted pretty decent. And now we'll look at the outside. So we've got it plumbed out and we've got the compressor set. We're just going to make the connection between the two now. So now we've got the compressor stand put together. Got the compressor on it. Got enough space behind it so that it should be okay. Now we just got to get the plumbing in. Okay, so we're attached now. We've got the lines run. We've got the stand built. the unit's on the stand, and now we're taking the vacuum pump on the lines. We're going to let this vacuum pump run for a while and go hook up the electrical. Okay, so our circuit's complete. Now we're going to finish up on the outside. So we had to make some adjustments here. The round hole didn't give enough clearance for us to be able to mount it correctly, so we had to chisel out a lot on the bottom of the hole and a little bit on the side, so that there was the cables were all free and we could get it level. It needs to be level, and it wasn't that way. Okay, so we've run the final piece from the disconnect to the unit, and we're now just doing a vacuum and getting ready to test it out. We've sealed up all the connections, used proper Molex and everything there, and we're just about ready to see it work. Okay, so welcome to the coolest garage in my Florida neighborhood. We've got it running now. It's super quiet. That's the one thing you notice. It makes no noise, but as soon as you turn it on, as you can see, the temperature of the remote displays on the outside of the unit, and it's cooling down fast. I notice how quiet this thing is now that it just started running. We've got it kind of buttoned up here, still finishing up, but we're going to do something with the base here, maybe tighten it up a little bit more so it can't be knocked over or anything, but it seems to be working pretty good.